subscribe, and ring the bell to never miss an update. Hello everyone! Today on Lady Mary Beth, we're going pink, taking you inside Houston's oldest rummage sale. The River Oaks Garden Club hosts the annual Pink Elephant Sale that will have shoppers sleeping in their cars and lining up early for the deals in luxury fashion, antiques, home decor, and more. Join me. Volunteers are busy setting up for this event that benefits the community. You can shop with a purpose and find those hidden gems on Friday. And if you're looking for the best deals, everything that's still there Saturday is half price, with a few exceptions with consignment items. Welcome to the 72nd annual Pink Elephant Sale hosted by the River Oaks Garden Club, with proceeds benefiting the Houston community in areas of conservation, horticulture, and civic beautification. And we get to shop some amazing deals. Let's get started. Just as the sign says, you can find steals and deals here. The items go fast. They have so much inventory that they are constantly replenishing. A great way to find affordable art for your space with a bit of fashion inspiration here. The Housewares section is my favorite, and they've got some great finds here. You could start a collection with the Victorian cast iron door stoppers. Susan, a viewer, saw my reel and is shopping this sale. I would think the second day might be the better deal on these door stops, $75. A silver dream. Who doesn't love a tea set? It's a sign that you have a carefully curated collection when this is on your buffet. Great for entertaining. And of course, we'll take a look at that hallmark. And there it is. Reed & Barton, the Victorian pattern. EPNS is silver plate. $150 for a 5-piece set, which is a very good price. I've even used teapots and coffee pots for floral vases. This Reed & Barton silver-plated tea set is an incredible find. The company has a history dating back to 1824 in Massachusetts. If we turn this over and look at the hallmark, we see it is the Victorian pattern, which was first made by Reed & Barton in the 1950s. And here you have the coffee pot, teapot, and creamer and sugar. This is an incredible find at $150. This set also includes a waste bowl, not something that we find in modern coffee tea sets. I can appreciate the quality and craftsmanship and the detail of the Victorian design. This could be used for sugar packets on your tea table, flowers, fill it with paper clips or pins, and place it on your desk. A Victorian style vanity set with the rose pattern there. It is monogrammed, looks to be silver plate, priced at $60 for 5 pieces. This would have been a staple in the Victorian era and coveted by a young lady or lady of the house. An exquisite pair of triple candelabras. Look at those crystal drips. Absolutely love it. Demi-tasse cups are often overlooked. We see a collection here of various patterns and one pattern that would have probably belonged to their china set. These can have new life. Could use them for a pot de crème dessert, for bouillon, or for pink lemonade for the little girls who attend your tea. The patterns are exquisite. Look at that hand-painted china. We'll see another one in the miscellaneous houseware section that you won't believe. This one is from Limoges, France. Beautiful back stamp. A delicate design. You see that shape of the cup is quite different, with a bleak back stamp. It's interesting to see the different manufacturers, and this shape is quite different. Let's have a closer look at this demi-tasse. We have a floral pattern, and when you turn it around, there is more of a landscape design. This is extra special. It would be a nice addition to your teacup collection. The iconic blue willow pattern, $20. This one has an old back stamp from Johnson Brothers, England. In the willow pattern, love that crown design. It is ironstone. These would be a wonderful addition to your decor. Something you would find in an antique shop for much more, $20, with a stone china back stamp. And we have a pair of these beautiful plates which would balance your space. No back stamp, which means it's quite a bit older, a true antique. 1800s polychrome ironstone would be a nice decorative addition to your setting. We've got some different options here with more the Imari look and some pastel colors. This could be great to display or even for a wall hanging. And a fair price at $20 on the first day. Always something to discover in this section. This is a chinoiserie-inspired fishbowl. It looks like it was used as a planter, priced at $60 on the first day of the sale. It would be a great centerpiece. A Royal Copenhagen turtle, priced at $50, and that would be $25 on Saturday. A nice addition to a bookshelf or coffee table. A Baccarat duck that has a bit of a frosted look, that is priced at $75. A pottery hand-painted snack set. And a fabulous bone china, priced at $75 for a variety of pieces here. The Coalport Paradise pattern was made from 1970 to 1978. Features birds, ferns, and has a gold rim. And these would be great for a guest room. It's nice to find a pair. Bedside carafe, that is certainly a useful item. We've shared some of these at the Houston Glass Show that had another name originally. It's a great price, $20. A set of 12 oversized balloons for $50. They have an etching with a safari design. We see that giraffe. And that would be a nice addition to your table. You never know what you'll find here. Could be just the item you're looking for to complete your table setting. A classic blue willow design. This one is definitely more upscale with a gold rim, priced at $20 from Booths. The real old willow pattern made in England, and for the collector, this would probably be at the top of their list. The Indian tree pattern was made by many different manufacturers. This is priced at $90 for a variety of plates and platters. From Johnson Brothers, with an older back stamp, we see that crown again. This is a set of 4 for $125 from Adams, Royal Worcester, and they're hand-painted. These were from someone's estate. A lot of the generous volunteers will offer items from their homes, or perhaps they are closing out the estate of a family member. Villeroy and Boch Petite Fleur, of course, we had to find V&B, love it. These are priced at $20 for the pair. Cut to clear, we have a single goblet in that chartreuse color. Lots of detail, including on the base and the stem. New in-box items are plentiful here, including a Michael Aram frame. He also designed pieces for Waterford crystal. And we find that very familiar design that is not exactly chinoiserie, it is more Japanese. I will tell you more about the history. And that is a great price at $20. That would be probably $150 at an antique mall. Imari is a style of Japanese porcelain originally produced in Arita and exported through the port of Imari by the Dutch East India Company. And we see those trademark colors with the red, cobalt, and gold. It was actually originally started by Koreans who discovered kaolin in the early 17th century in Arita.
Now we're about to see some of the best deals in the house. I'm sure these sold minutes within the doors opening. A pair of brass candelabras. This would be a stunning addition to your dining table or sideboard. With lots of detail, they are priced at $50 for the pair. Wish I could have had these. Love them. And another great find with a heron lamp. Not something I would have expected to find today, priced at $300. And I'll tell you about the history.
A heron lamp. This is a first for me in the Chinese bouquet pattern. It was launched in 1930 in green at first. Today it's made in a variety of colors. It was first named Apogny after Count Albert Apogny that this pattern was designed for. $300 on the first day of the sale.
A needlepoint pillow featuring lovebirds, a ruched edging, lots of detail, priced at $30, and that would have been rather expensive to have finished and completed. A nice find. I'm always looking for bone china. This is a pattern that we occasionally see in antique malls. On the first day, it is $200 for 56 pieces. Let's turn it over and look at that back stamp. It is from Royal Worcester, made in England in the Lavinia pattern. That was made from 1968 to 2002. Would pair nicely with green, elegant, or depression glass. And of course you can mix it with your white dishes. A flow blue find with this pitcher set. This would have been used before plumbing and was a washstand staple in a guest room. $60 is a deal, and this will sell quickly. It is in great condition. It has a Corona Ware Adrian back stamp. This was made by Sampson Hancock and Sons Pottery Company that operated in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. And the Adrian Flow Blue was a well-known pattern that they made. A plate that inspired a bit of history. The Blue Willow pattern dinner plate has 3 parts. That was later known as the Blue Plate Special. The Moriyama made in Japan has a floral bouquet in that back stamp and is an older piece. And here is one that probably even predates it, featuring English landscapes, priced at $20. If we look at that back stamp, it is Midwinter, made in England. The Blue Plate Special was known in American diners for meat and 2 sides. It actually originated with the Fred Harvey Company in railroad dining cars in 1892 as a way to serve travelers efficiently and affordably. Wedgwood Jasperware is always a great addition to your collection. 1776 for American independence, and we are approaching our semi-quincentennial next year. From Wedgwood, a set of demi-tasse cups in the Kashmir pattern made from 1969 to 1987.
Wedgwood was founded in 1759 in Burslem by Josiah Wedgwood, known as the father of English potters, and he is also known for his innovative techniques in creamware and jasperware.
A collectible that we sometimes see at estate sales. These were given out to first-class passengers on KLM, the Royal Dutch Airline, and they were meant to hold liquor. It's a nice collection of the little Dutch houses, and they actually have the entire set at the airport in Amsterdam. A honey pot with a brass bee on top, $25 on the first day. Wouldn't that be a lovely hostess gift? It's absolutely perfect. You could pair that with some honey that you find at an Epicurean shop. A bit of crystal, including one of my favorite tabletop essentials, the classic rose bowl, priced from $25 to $30. I always pick up rose bowls when I find them. I feature them at my Savor in Style luncheon, which we just had recently with viewers coming in from as far as Maryland and Arizona. It was a wonderful occasion. The Waterford Sheila pattern features 6 panel cuts. It was made from 1958 to 2017. And this pattern was something that you didn't find in the department stores often, even when it was still made. My boss at Waterford Crystal chose this pattern that she paired with her Villeroy and Boch Aragon. And they work out to be $15 per stem. It is $300 for the set, 10 waters, 10 wines on the first day. And that is a great price. And if you're looking for something that's not so heavily cut, more of a classic, almost Baccarat look, this would be a great choice. Brass scales. I have a friend that collects scales. That would be a nice addition. And Dutch shoes. An unusual find, priced at $30, and they say these are from World War II and vintage. And you could also place something on those scales, even in your kitchen. And if you're cooking on the range at a campfire, this Arthur Court piece would be a great addition if you want to serve in style. Give you an inside look. I don't believe it's been used. It's a good find. And lots of Texans have second homes in the country. The Eiffel Tower has me wanting to go back to Paris, but how about a trip to England first with this picnic hamper? It is truly vintage. Brexton made picnic hampers in the 1950s. You will notice it has the original transferware. It's brand new with tags. And this would be a wonderful way to have a picnic in the park. Another great find, complete with flatware. I wonder if it was purchased at Harrods. We are entering the wonderful world of linens, including lots that are brand new in packages. There was an upscale linen store, Longoria, that closed recently in Uptown Park in Houston. These are made in Italy. Yves de l'Homme, that is one of the highest quality top brands that you can find in linens. And this store closed and donated their inventory, $16, and it sold for $90. I should have purchased these for $1. A standard pillowcase with the initial S. Great gifting opportunities here as well. $4 for 2 Euro shams. Love it, that Matelize pattern. Another pair for $2. Those would have been perfect for our home in Germany. Really should have brought those home. And we also find some great napkins, the classic blue and white. $5 for 20 napkins. Where can you get such a deal? I hope someone is enjoying those on their table. You could break them up and gift them to a friend and they could each have 10. Vintage linens for $2. We can always use cocktail napkins.
Vintage linens are affordable and sustainable additions to your table and gifting, something that I always look for when I'm shopping this sale. The older linens were made of natural fibers such as linen and cotton. They were processed differently than modern materials. They are more absorbent and lasting.
The houseware section has some great deals with China crystal silver, but I'm thinking the linen department has my heart. You can find some incredible deals. $2 for 8 cocktail napkins. Perfect for tea time. You could place one napkin on a tray with a teacup and saucer if you have a visitor pop in. Cocktail napkins, also great for tea time. $8. These have a Battenberg edge corner. Great for gifting. 6 large doilies. These are round. You can place them on a tray for $2. Just amazing. Most of these are from the 1950s and 60s when card tables and square overlays were much needed for the card clubs. $10 with the Battenberg lace design and that blue. I love it. I think I'm going to have to take this one home. I've never seen that combination. And these have never been used. $2. These are actually two different placemats. I purchased similar linens in Belgium. It's a great deal. And this large round doily for $5. Let's have a closer look at this. Also something that we see in Bruges, and you pay a lot more there. Would also make a wonderful gift for a friend. And look at this. It is Victorian draw work. This has a history that dates back to the 12th century, mostly used for ecclesiastical items.
It's never too early to shop for Christmas. I found a dozen linen napkins monogrammed with the initial B for $5. My friend Stephanie will be delighted to receive these for Christmas. And now I've got some shopping already done. Isn't that beautiful? It is machine embroidered, a lovely addition to her tabletop collection.
Another bargain find in the linen section with these holiday napkins that would also work well for fall with the colors. $10 for a dozen. That's an incredible deal. You would pay more than that just for one napkin. And for your Christmas bread basket, also for scones, we have the holly embroidered bread liner. Love that. $5 for a pair. The home decor section is full of some amazing surprises for $1 each of these demi-tasse. We always want to turn it over and look for that back stamp, which is a roadmap to the history of a piece. And this one is covered up by tape. We'll have to uncover it. It is from Limoges, France. Once kaolin was discovered in that area, they made fine porcelain. This is my favorite find of the day. And I later find the back stamp. But this is what intrigues me. Grace, December 25th, 1894. It was produced by Delunière and Company, a Limoges-based porcelain manufacturer. From 1860 to 1900, this mark dates from 1894.
Porcelain painting was a popular art form and hobby in the late 1800s and turn of the century. The blanks were imported from Europe. We see some great examples here with this hand-painted from Grace, December 25th, 1894. Isn't that remarkable that it has survived this many years? And for $1, that's a piece of history.
The company collaborated with Bernardo and was eventually absorbed by them in 1900. A set of 8 plates for $10 from Ravello, Italy. I like that these are in a variety of colors. And for that price, that would work very well for any setting, even for a college kid's apartment. You don't worry about any broken plates at that price. $1. It was $130 originally, and it is Haviland Limoges. Antiques are out in full force. This secretary is petite, carved, and just waiting for a new space. Some exceptional deals. It is French. Let's open that drawer. It's a quality you don't find in new furniture today. And take a seat, another great find. Can you imagine this in your entryway, priced at $1,100 on the first day? There is such detail. And a cushion.
Some great finds in antique furniture with the secretary and this carved bench, a true antique. It has a beautifully upholstered cushion that is removable, priced at $1,100. The second day of the sale on Saturday, whatever's left is half price.
Modern seating and a neutral sofa with a nail head trim, complete with pillows. You could add a splash of color with different pillows, priced at $800 on the first day. They have some unique finds and great prices on furniture. This carved desk could also be used as a dresser with feminine touches. You could feature a collectible there on the shelf. The initial price is $300. I can see that in a bedroom. This might be the best furniture find. This long server looks like it is something straight out of Round Top, and we just released the Round Top Antiques Fair Guide and Map. Pick up a copy. And you won't believe the price, $600. And round top, this would be $5,000. An antique sofa. But first, let's have a look at this coffee table. Chest could be used in many different ways. It is from China, hand carved, $400. And this looks to be French. Love the upholstery. From a very fine home. Now let's delve into some jewelry. And we find a chinoiserie example here with these beads. Love those. $15 is a deal. And we find a silver elephant at the pink elephant sale. These cuff bracelets would make a statement. I like them all, but the brass and turquoise definitely has my attention. Priced at $240. Sterling silver is an affordable addition to your jewelry wardrobe. We've got a variety here. Many of these are made in Mexico. These turquoise cross earrings are $90. Let's have a second look at those. And another item catches my attention. A familiar Houston jewelry designer.
A bold trademark design from Mariquita Masterson, a Houston jeweler who uses glass for her creations. They are set in sterling silver or vermeil. She was inspired in 1982 when working with a glass blower to create a table setting for a gala event. And I just love that she uses something sustainable. Tanqueray gin bottles are her favorites for designing.
We could find some vintage and even historical additions to her jewelry wardrobe. This bohemian necklace features a double strand and oval cabochon garnets. This would have been from the Victorian era. It would be an elegant addition to your jewelry wardrobe. More Mariquita. That is a steal, $150 for the white necklace. And earrings for $90. They also have high-end fashion jewelry. Looks like David Yurman, the cable necklace. And Waterford crystal, $45. The Lucky Baccarat butterfly. This was made in many colors, $125. Rochard, my favorite Limoges box company. A basket full of kittens. We feature Rochard on our ladymarybeth.com website. Heron baby booties. Halcyon Days boxes. These are highly collectible.
Yves Saint Laurent said, "Fashion fades, style remains." You can build a stylish wardrobe here at affordable prices. Boutiques donate end-of-season items, new with tags, and society ladies clean out their closets. Let's have a look at fashion.
A celebrity sighting. I will introduce you to these ladies who are great fashion shoppers and bloggers. They know just what to look for at the top brands and will share some tips with us on fashion accessories.
Fashion accessories definitely make the outfit. They have some great deals on belts and scarves, and I see some famous influencers, two cheap blondes. Let's go have a quick visit and maybe they will share some tips.
The scarves here are incredible today. So we found these two silk scarves. Notice how this one has this really nice rolled edge. This one has a sewn, just a flat sewn. Look for the rolled edge scarves. That's going to be a really great indicator of quality. So great, and only $2.
And the belts are also $2. We found this gorgeous leather belt, lots of leather belts, but look for the quality construction, nice hardware, and the nice leather.
Going to the chapel at the Pink Elephant sale. I enjoy following them on social media. I get to see the rest of the story, and there was a young bride who came in and selected one of these. In fact, this dress right here, she will be a beautiful bride.
Weddings are always in season and some great options. This one is a size 6 Vera Wang from the movie Bride Wars. It is not yet priced, but I'm sure a young lady will be very happy to have this when she walks through the doors.
Such detail and lots of tulle. I'll have to go back and watch that movie and see this dress. You can find some top fashion labels in evening wear. I'm going to focus on some day wear with these dresses. These are the higher end labels. Maybe we don't recognize them all, but if you look them up online, you see they're quite expensive. This looks like it has some upcycling with an antique quilt and eyelet sleeves. And Elizabeth James, new with tags. That would work well for round top. And it is $48. And brand new, I can imagine it's probably several hundred. A top label with this Prada dress, made in Italy.
A Prada dress for $110. The brand was founded in 1913 by Mario Prada in Milan. They are known for their innovative designs using culture and art as inspiration, and they're also known for their innovative materials with nylon handbags. And this is a classic look with a modern edge.
Daytime dresses with a floral design. This one is from Leela Rose, a Texan who is New York City based, an American fashion designer known for her sophisticated modern aesthetic with rich colors as we see in this dress. And the prices at Nordstrom, Saks, and Neiman's start at $1,500, even for a simple A-line dress. This is $160, and that would be several thousand retail. A Dolce & Gabbana Walk on the Wild Side for $80, this corduroy jacket. This is the affordable dress section. I find one that retails for $370.
Bargains in everyday dresses. This is from Caliban, and it is $6. Very comfortable and perfect for round top.
The seasonal section with some Christmas spirit. A pair of Santa boots for $10. This is a decorative element. You could place 2 cylinder vases inside for a floral arrangement or fill it with gifts. It is from Catherine's collection. I found these online for $300. That is a deal. Spode Christmas, the #1 selling holiday pattern. And we also have matching glasses with a gold rim. These are priced at $3 each. New in box from Spode, that is a deal at $10. A serving dish. Great for gifting. This needlepoint pillow is $10. You could place that in a chair and add some flair to your holiday decor. Stockings, including 2 that are needlepoint. I like the angel. Everything is extremely affordable in this section. You can also shop for different seasons like Easter. The train ornaments, $2 for 4. That's an incredible deal. And we find Mariposa for $2 with this statement tray. You are the best. And Waterford crystal. And this bell is also a great deal at $3.
So glad you joined me today for the Pink Elephant Sale. This rummage sale is full of fabulous finds and great deals. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Beth. Elevate your everyday with rummage sales.